Module 12, Chapter 12, we're going to draw this hotel suite project. And what we're going to do is we're going to create this elevation of the bedroom furniture. And so our learning objectives here are to continue to create drawings using AutoCAD and just basic examples. And we're going to work with an elevation view. We're going to work with the text and dimension and multi-leader styles that we created. And we're going to use these AutoCAD commands. All right, we're also going to need the hotel suite blocks from the bedroom set. So I'm going to download those. And sorry about the pounding, I'm getting a new roof. There we go. So here's the hotel suite blocks. And you can either use Design Center and you could save these. And so if I wanted to come in here and say save as, put them on my USB, and I'll call it Hotel Suite Blocks Bedroom Elevation. And we'll save those. And then if I were to use Design Center, I could say DC for Design Center. And then I can go through and I can locate that drawing. And so when you create these different blocks, the way you'd use Design Center is a content manager. And so we go and we find our content, and then here's our bedroom elevation blocks. And so we can click on that, and here's our blocks. There's other ways to do this as well. I have my other drawing open. And so if I go to, from Chapter 10, my hotel plan, we've put in the blocks for these. You'll notice that my Design Center still navigates to that same location. And I also have those drawings open. I just opened them like this. And you can just copy and paste them into the drawing as well. So let's take a look at the directions from the textbook. If we go to our textbook, here's the commands that we're going to use. Most of them we've already gone through and worked with. And then they say they colored this black and white just so that it's better for the textbook reading. And what we're going to do is we're going to start off in the top view, and we're going to project these lines on the structure layer to create an elevation. And so we'll take lines from this edge right here all the way to this edge right here. And what they did was they centered these on the dresser, the table, etc. So we're going to do this in model space. We're on the layer structure, and we're going to set up our object snaps. For endpoint, center, and we want midpoint as well. And then what we'll do is we'll be on the structure layer. I'm going to darken that up a little bit. Make it easier to see. And then we're going to just project down a line from this edge right here. We're going to use polar, like that. And then we'll put a horizontal line for the floor line. And then we'll draw the other lines. This would be the midpoint. All right, so as we've got this created, we're going to make this an 8-foot ceiling, so we're going to offset this 8 feet. We can then trim these lines down here. I'm going to leave the other ones there for right now. If we want to put a quick linear dimension on just to see, you can see that we have 8 feet. And then as we go through and take a look at the textbook, once we've created these horizontal lines, we'll basically add these blocks. And so we'll start off with the dresser, and we'll add the dresser, the doors, the access panel, the desk, and the chairs, and we'll locate them vertically according to these dimensions. There's like a 1-inch offset for the bottom of the doors, and then a 1/2 inch that we'll have to detail in there, but it's really pretty straightforward. So we'll grab the dresser, and now we can do this 2 different ways. We can either go into the drawing itself, bring in our design center, and then we can just drag and drop the dresser in. And then we can locate that dresser right there, and then we can bring this up like that. And so there's our dresser. And then we'll grab in the desk and the chair. You can also just Control C from this drawing, and then we go into our other area, Control V, and then what we'll do is we'll move this, Shift right mouse click, midpoint between 2 points. It's a great O-snap for this application, and then we'll move it to here. All right, so that lines up with that. This we won't need anymore. Won't need this anymore. We can trim this away, and those 2 away. We'll put the doors on, and the way to get the center of the doors is to go and draw a line midpoint between 2 points. We'll say between this point and that point. That'll give us the middle of our dresser doors or our closet doors, and that's going to be there. We'll get our blocks, Control C, Control V. We'll offset this 1 inch. And then we'll move this midpoint between 2 points. There. And then what they had was a 1/2 inch across the top here. we'll trim. All right. And then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to bring in the access panel, and that's going to be located 5 inches above the floor line, and then we're going to have the thermostat located 2 inches above that. So we can go and grab those two. Control C, Control V. And then our access panel is going to go right between these 2 points. Five inches off the floor. And then for this piece, I'm just going to draw a line from the midpoint 2 inches up. Put our thermostat on. All right. Clean this up. All right, and then what they want us to do is they want us to create a layout tab. And if you're using the title block from the school, we already have an elevation title block right here. And so you can just go to the elevation tab, double click in the viewport, and then zoom all or zoom until you get that feature set up. And then I think they have this set up at, let's try 1/4 of an inch equals a foot. It's a little small. Let's see what they have. We have to add the TV also. We'll get that on there. And then what they want us to do is they want us to grab this information from the title block that we created with the text styles and things like that, and then to annotate it. And so what we can do here is I have that title block, and we can basically save this title block in my 134 direction. I'm just going to call it drawing format. I'll hit save. Because this one has, under the annotation, it has the text style called interior design, and it also has the dimension style that was called interior design that we're going to use. And I believe it has the, and so it has the multi-leader style. And so as we were working with Design Center here, and I can come back here and just grab the last of my put that TV on the table here, and we can draw a line. And so one of the things about Design Center is that it works as a great content manager. And so if I go to my CAD 134 directory, and then I get that drawing format title block, I can go and I can grab layers and dimension styles and text styles into this drawing. So if I go to dimension styles and double click on this, I can go and grab all the dimension styles like this interior design, and note that under annotate, and I'm looking at dimension styles right now, we don't have that interior design style, but you can go through and you can just drag it, and now we have that dimension style. And so, like I said, it's a great way to borrow content for that. And so we can grab that dimension style, and then we can come back over here and then we can go and grab multi-leader styles, and then we can go back up here and get the text styles. All right, and let's see what else the book has in it. So rather than going through and creating all these, we can use Design Center to grab them and drop them in. All right, so the scale should be a 1/2 inch equals a foot. So if we come back here to our drawing, we'll go to our elevation, we'll set this as a 1/2 inch equals a foot. We'll lock that in place. They want us to put the viewport on layer viewport, and then to sort out the different layers and to annotate the drawing. So as we go through, we can go through and create this view symbols block and put that onto the drawing. I'm not sure what layer they want this on, so I'm just going to put it on layer 0 for right now. And we'll just draw a circle with a 1/4" diameter. All right, so we've created our symbols. And then they put a single line text with the letter A in the center of it. And then they want 1/4" bold letters, plan view. I'll need to separate these a little bit more so that we don't see them. All right. Here's where it asks for the text height. We'll go with 4 inches on that. Now, I think I needed to make that appears to be just fine. And so there's our bedroom elevation. As you go through, it should be elevation A, which is fine. And then add the word plan view to this drawing and add the multi-leaders for the dresser, flat screen TV, and the disc in the dresser in the chair. So if I come back here and we want to add the flat screen TV, I can go to the Annotate tab. Go to my multi-leader. I prefer the curvy ones. And go ahead and annotate the drawing as they have shown here. All right, save the file and turn it into the Chapter 12 D2L assignment folder. And that completes this video tutorial.